Sorry, my alarm went off, so I had to start a new video. Because apparently when my alarm goes off, it stops my video. But one of the reasons I didn't like small talk is because it was so meaningless. Didn't lead anywhere. There was no meat. There was no conversation. But at the same time, I didn't want to actually talk to anyone. I didn't actually want to communicate. And now I don't know how to answer that question when people ask, how are you doing? Because I don't really know how to answer it. Like, how am I doing? Well, it's like I became a Christian and everything changed. I finally have peace and joy in my life, but at the same time, it's like this whole new world got opened up. It's very hard, it's very confusing, it's so different from the world. I've started looking back at my life. I started trying to figure things out with the help of the Lord. I started reading my Bible. And so it's like my soul is good, but my emotions aren't always very good. I dug myself in a lot of hard places. I put myself in a lot of hard things. And right now I'm trying to figure out what to do about it. And so although I'm finally happy and at peace, it's like now I'm in this battle. I'm in this spiritual warfare. I'm in this whole other world. And it's so different. I don't even know how to say how I'm doing. I'm good, but I'm not good. I'm struggling emotionally because life hurts. And I'm done running away. I'm not going to run away from the pain anymore. I'm not going to take pain that isn't mine. By the grace of God, please Jesus help me. But I'm not going to avoid what needs to be taken care of. And I'm learning all these things in the Bible. And I don't know about you guys, but it's hard to love unconditionally. It hurts. And to do it the right way, is hard. It's a real struggle. And maybe I'm just weak. But through my weakness, He's made strong. So, it is what it is. I don't got this. I've always tried to be strong and independent. I've always, like, God's given me a lot of skills. He's given me a lot of abilities. And because of that, I tend to get the attitude I don't need no one. I got God, that's good enough. All y'all can, like, y'all just hurt. Like, I don't need that. I don't need that no more. Now I got me, I got the Lord. He gave me these skills. Like, I got mechanical skills, I got electrical skills, I got home skills, I got food skills, I got organization skills, I got communication skills, I got, like, he gave me lots of skills. I got musical instrument skills. Like, he just gave me natural ability. He made me spiritually strong. He gave me faith. He's teaching me patience and love, and he's teaching me forgiveness, and he's teaching me mercy. And I don't even know what that looks like half the time. I don't know what it means until it pops up in real life, and he's like, that was it right there. That was what we've been talking about. And I struggle, and I want to do the right thing. And I want to I just want to. But I tend to isolate in my battle. And the Lord, I believe, has been trying to tell me that I'm not supposed to be doing that. I keep going to church. Like, I've been reading in the Bible how important community is. Christian community for Christians. Christian community is important for everyone. But, like, I've been learning how important community is. And the Bible talks about sharing each other's burdens. And it talks about encouragement, and it talks about, helping each other, and it talks about community and relationship and friendships. And the Bible says it's not good to be alone, for if you stumble, there's no one to pick you up. Like, and he's trying to teach me trust. And I struggle with trusting humans because I've been hurt by humans so many times. The verse of the day that I picked out is from Genesis 45, verse 5. It's near the end of the story of Joseph. His brothers are in Egypt, and he's just revealing to them who he is. That he's Joseph, not this Egyptian, whatever. Like, he's like, I'm your brother. And he says in verse 5, but don't be upset and don't be angry with yourselves for selling me into this place. It was God who sent me here ahead of you to preserve your lives. And that is a beautiful story of forgiveness. And it inspired me, and it helped me understand forgiveness and God's plan and God's mercy a little bit better. And I applied it in my life, and I looked in my life at people that had sold me out. People that had wronged me and done things for bad reasons. And I had been trying to forgive them. I had thought I forgave people, but I was still holding on to it because it hurt. And I didn't see how it was good. It was like I knew what God said, but like I didn't see it, and so I was still struggling to forgive, struggling to let go of my bitterness of the past. I was having to forgive over and over because I didn't quite get it yet. And God showed me how he used certain bad things in my life for the good. And he showed me how, just like in Joseph's story, where he used his brothers selling him into slavery and all the bad things that happened to Joseph, he let all those things happen because he had a bigger plan. God's plan was to save a bunch of people. And if that one person hadn't suffered, all those other people wouldn't have been saved. And I'm realizing that the things I go through, God's got a bigger plan. And I don't know how this works. I'm just trying every day and praying and reading his word and asking him for help. And he keeps leading me back to community. The God of the Bible is all about relationships. He is himself a living relationship. He is 3 in 1. And he's created us in his image to be like him. And so he created us to need relationships the way he's a relationship. And I guess I keep going to church and there keeps being things about relationships and community and groups, and then I'm reading Bible study and like things on the side, and everything keeps coming back to relationships, community, group. Like he's leading me to verses that say to lean on people for help. And I'm like, how do I trust God? Not how do I trust God, but how do I trust, God, question mark. I'm like, I know your words are true. I'm like, but us humans, I'm like, we aren't like you. Some of us are trying, not being very successful most of the time. And I'm like, I'm just so tired of being hurt. It's like I don't want to put myself in that position again. But by not even being open to relationships and to leaning on someone else, I feel like I'm holding myself back from a gift that God has for me. And I don't know how to trust again. Crap, I'm still learning how to forgive, let alone trust again. And there was this Bible verse where Jesus said he didn't even trust humans because he knew their heart. Like, he knew humans. And I'm like, Lord, you don't even trust us. Like you trust us to a certain, like, you got faith in it. But, like, it's weird. It's complicated. But I'm like, why'd you have to put that in there? And I felt like he was telling me, you're going to get hurt again. It's going to hurt. And just like Jesus got betrayed by one of his best friends, suffering for Jesus is just part of the call. He suffered for us. And so I don't got this. But I know he's got this. And so I'm going to try to do what he said. And I don't know what that looks like in real life. And I'm honestly scared to try. But God didn't give us a spirit of fear. Fear is from the enemy. So if I'm scared to try something that's in the Bible and that the Bible tells us to do, then I know it's the enemy trying to deceive me by giving me fear. Because God doesn't give us a spirit of fear. So even though I'm scared, I shouldn't be afraid. Because if I do get hurt again, if something bad does happen, then I know, just like this example, and just like the examples in my own personal life, I know that God will work it out for the good. That he has a bigger plan for what I go through. And my job isn't to avoid the pain. My job isn't to put myself into pain needlessly. My job is to have a relationship with him and tell other people the gospel. I don't really know what that looks like in real life either. So I try in the ways I know how. And I try to learn new ways to share the gospel. I try to learn new things. And it's hard. It's a struggle. And sometimes I'm so tired and I'm so exhausted. And I'm just like, Lord, I don't know how to go on. And I just pray to him. I'm like, Father, please don't give me fear for the future. I know you didn't, so please help me to not have, help me let it go. Help me give it to you. It's so tricky, trying to figure out what to do. Do I plan this much? Do I not plan? I don't know the answers. But I'm not going to stop trying because I don't know the answers. I know some of the answers, and that's enough to get me going until I learn more, which will keep me going till I learn more, which will get me going till I, so like it's a process. It's a journey. And I finally have the author of the journey on my side. And he knows what the plan is, even if I don't. And so I know it's going to be okay because he tells me in his word that it is. And it's like this weird emotional conflict and battle that's going on. And it's confusing and it's hard. But it's also the most fun and the most rewarding thing I've ever done with my life. It's the biggest adventure, and I love adventure. It's like all the things I've loved and wanted, he's going to give me. I don't know how or when or where, but he is going to give me the desires of my heart because my desires match his. And when our desires match his, we're doing his will, and he wants his will to be done. And when we want his will to be done, and he wants his will to be done, his will finna get done. And so I'm trying to learn to find joy in the journey. Even when I'm tired and even when I'm worn down, I'll just pray. I'm like, Lord, if I'm supposed to be doing this right now, give me the strength to do it. If I need to go home and go to bed, keep me tired. I'm like, otherwise, give me the perseverance to keep going. I'm like, because my human body, my mind, my spirit, my soul, it ain't got this. So if I'm supposed to do this, I need your help. Jesus gives us peace. The world and the devil give us confusion and fear. Jesus gives us love and peace. And I heard this one pastor, he's like, pray about everything you do. Pray before you do anything. He goes, and if you feel peace, do it. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Because the devil doesn't give peace. Jesus is the Prince of Peace. And sometimes I get so confused and I don't understand. And it's like my brain gets caught in a loop, a processing error. And it's just like, I don't know. It starts to stutter. I start to get overwhelmed and anxious. And I'm like, Lord, I don't know the answer right now. I know this, and this. And I know this, and this. But I don't know where those two meet and where the answer lies in this situation. I'm like, Lord, I don't know. My soul is in turmoil right now. Like, I want to do good, but I don't even know the good I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I don't always know the answer. Things get so complicated. I don't know. And so I'm like, Lord, I'm going to do this. I've been struggling and battling, and I don't know the answer. I know you have grace and mercy for me. I know you got forgiveness, and I know you're faithful. So, Father, right now, I don't know. So I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to make an executive decision because I feel like I'm praying about this. I feel like I'm searching your word. I feel like I'm asking godly people, and people I don't feel satisfied in my soul like I found the answer. I'm like, Lord, so I'm going to do this. And I know you're going to work it out for the good. Whether this is the right decision or the wrong decision, I don't know. But I've asked and I've waited and I've searched, and you haven't given a clear answer. And so I'm going to make a judgment call and pray that it's okay until you teach me more clearly. And then, if I was right and it was okay, thank you, Lord, for your discernment. If it was wrong and you're going to teach me why it was wrong, I'll be sorry and I try to stop. I'll need your help, but but right now I don't know. And it's okay not to know. It's hard, it's not fun, but it's okay not to know. Gotta have a little faith sometimes. Gotta have a lot of faith sometimes, I swear. But it all works out. And so I guess I'm trying to encourage you guys, but at the same time, I'm trying to be blunt. Maybe it's just an encouragement that we're all going through hard times. But don't give up. Don't stop fighting. Don't stop praying. Now more than ever, we need to be praying. We need to persevere to the end. Whatever that looks like. Looks different for different people. We all have our own battles and struggles we're going through. We all have our lives that have been built and our own messes to get out of. But thankfully, we have the creator of the universe who already knows it all, who already knows the ending. And he said, it's good, you're good. He created you, he loves you. And he's got big plans for you. Plans for good, not for harm. His plans aren't like the plans of this world. And when we follow him, our lives work out. That's what we were created for. We were created to worship him, and we were created to share his story. And I hope I didn't discourage anyone, because I'm not discouraged. Being tired and worn out is different than discouragement. Sometimes I feel a little discouraged, but all in all, like I said, it's been the most rewarding and fulfilling, the happiest I've ever been. I feel like I got the cheat codes for life. And although it's not an easy game to play, I do like playing games. I love learning. I enjoy everything about this. Even though it's hard, I enjoy hard work. Even though I might cry a lot, I'm just emotional because I care. Because I feel so deeply. One of my friends tells me to stop being so dramatic all the time, and I don't think he understands. I just care. I just care so much that it hurts. And so for the longest time, I tried to stop caring so that I could stop hurting. It didn't work, just so you know, that doesn't work. It taught me some good skills. Taught me how to disassociate. Taught me how to be more logical, how to think and not just act on my emotions, which I needed to learn. But it's not supposed to be done all the time. It's not easy. It's not fun. Like, learning to disassociate usually comes from people hurting you. And while no one wants to be hurt, we need to learn how to disassociate from certain things, from certain people. And we can't let their words hurt us because they don't understand. One of Jesus' final words was, "Forgive them, Father, for they don't know what they're doing." I pray that prayer over me, and I pray that prayer over other people. Because Jesus is right. We don't even understand. We don't even know what we're doing. And so I'm glad he understands, and he loves and forgives us, and he's faithful. Well, there's so many good and beautiful things coming. When I look to the future, I see all the good. When I live in the moment, I see the struggle. I see the pain, and I need to live in the moment, but at the same time, I need to have hope for the future because there's more. There's better. It's not going to be like this forever. It's just a moment. It's going to pass. It's going to hurt while it's here. It's going to feel good while it's here. It's going to be angry while, the moments have emotion in them. But the moments aren't going to stay like that forever. They're going to change. And I want to take joy in the journey. In the bad, in the struggle, and in the good. And no matter which one comes, it's going to be a way to teach and share the gospel. I love you guys. More than you understand. And if you need prayer, if you want encouragement, reach out. I'm going to ask you this, though. Don't be an idiot. Don't be illogical, and don't lie to me, because I will call you out. I don't have time to play games with liars. So I will call you out. I will call you out. So if you need something, be truthful. Don't beat around the bush. I'm sorry. I'm not good at small talk. I'm better at small talk when I get to know you, as weird as that sounds. But right now, there's work to be done. And if you need help, if you need prayer, if you need encouragement, reach out in a polite and truthful way. Don't be saying, hey, baby, I want to have sex with you. Like, that's not going to get you anywhere. Don't be claiming lies about me. It's not going to get you anywhere. I'll call you out. Be like, I didn't know. Not me. That's on you, baby. And come with a good heart. I want to help. But you have to want the help. Some people think they want it, and then it starts to hurt. And then they hide. Which is okay. I've been there. It happens. I got you. I pray for you anyway. But just know what you're getting into before you reach out. Because, like, I am not like everyone else. I love you, and I want what's best for you. But if you're going to reach out to me, you're going to get some truth. Not going to get games. You're going to get truth. And you're going to get sent to the Bible. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pray and send you to the Bible. Because that's where the truth is. So I love you guys. He loves you too. He loves you more than any of us understand. Have a great day.